Imagine using the powerful ETABS software for RCC building design, but feeling like you're driving a car without a license. Your skills may be limited, leaving you a one-trick pony. Welcome to our course, where we bridge the gap between software proficiency and structural design expertise. In this 14-section journey, we'll dive deep into building code provisions and the fundamental concepts behind structural design, all while mastering ETABS. But first, let's set the stage. In the first section, we are going to get introduced to almost most of the things that we will encounter later on. From the introduction section, you will learn about different phases in structural analysis and design, analysis type and method, principles of design, design methods for RC structures, strength reduction factor and load factor, documents required for structural design and drawing of building structures, building information to decide on, information for software model, checks to do after analysis, how to check with notion and hand calculation, how material properties are used and documented, structural framing system and load combinations, mesh considerations, what are diaphragms and what is the purpose of diaphragms in structural systems, effective stiffness or property modifiers, torsional constant and indeterminacy, deciding on support conditions. In the second section, you will learn about gravity load considerations for a building. You will learn things like common gravity load considerations for a building, how to calculate fixed partition wall load, random wall load, elevator load, gardening load, water tank load according to building code. In the third section, we will start our ETABS model and apply all the knowledge you have acquired in the first two sections into our ETABS model. You will learn how to model a building in ETABS. In the fourth section, you will learn about wind loads and how to calculate wind loads according to building code. You will learn about structural importance factor, occupancy category, wind directionality factor, positive and negative internal wind pressure in structures, gust effect factor, and so on, for the purpose of acquiring the necessary skills to do wind load calculation for any building structure according to building code. Then, in the fifth section, you will learn how to define wind load patterns in ETABS. In the sixth section, you will learn how to do earthquake load calculations or base shear calculations according to both ACI and Eurocode methods. Furthermore, you will learn about the causes of earthquake, tectonic plate movement, elastic rebound theory, big ground acceleration, why does seismic detailing exist while there is no such thing as wind detailing, and much more. In the seventh section, you will learn how to assign earthquake load or base shear in your ETABS model. In the eighth section, you will learn how to run analysis in ETABS and how to use the analysis output to do analysis checks such as checking the total load of a building, check for gravity loads, check for lateral load, and you will also learn how to calculate the transfer of load from slab to beam by means of hand calculation. In the ninth section, you will learn about the building irregularities and how to check for the irregularities defined in building code, as well as why do you have to check for them and how to solve the irregularities if they occur. Some of the irregularities you will learn about are reentrant corner, torsional irregularity, non-parallel system, geometric irregularities, and so on. You will also learn how to check for these irregularities using your ETABS model and hand calculations. In the 10th section, you will learn about the serviceability criteria, what it is, why to check for it, why to maintain it, and how to use your ETABS model to check for these serviceability criteria according to building code. Other than serviceability criteria and irregularities, there are other checks known as the additional checks that can be required from time to time, and you will learn about those in the 11th section of the course. In the 12th section, you will learn how to assign property modifiers to structural components in ETABS for generating limit state design. In section 13, you will see some design procedures of RCC building components, namely columns, beams, and slabs. In section 14, you will learn about seismic detailing according to code, how to check if the detailing criteria are according to building code guidelines, and an introduction to building code criteria to special and intermediate seismic detailing, along with sample calculations to better understand the building code criteria. You can read the course description for more detailed breakdown of the course and watch the free preview videos for making the decision to enroll in this course, and I hope to see you in the course.